Hi there, Karen and Tony. So just a little bit ago, at 2 o'clock, I went live and went through the July to December mini catalog with everybody. And we marked our catalog with retiring products, discounted sale prices, that sort of thing. So if you missed that, you can see it right here on Stampin' Piece with Mary Knabe. And that will give you a heads up as to, and an easy way to identify the products that are retiring from that publication, as well as which ones will be offered at a discount starting on December 1st. And a reminder that the last chance products and the clearance rack will have new products on the clearance rack on Thursday as well. So be sure to check out both the last chance list and the clearance rack. All of those products in both spots are available while supplies last only. Many will sell out very quickly, especially those that are discounted. Dies tend to go very fast. DSP might go very fast. You just never really know. And I have no idea what the inventory is on all the different products. That's something that nobody can predict exactly. But there will be great sales. And like I said, everything begins on December 1st as far as the last chance list and discounted products and the clearance rack refresh. So those sale prices will be in the online store on December 1st, starting at Mountain Time, midnight Mountain Time, December 1st. And again, everything's available while supplies last. Okay, so here's a copy of the new catalog coming for all of my purple loving friends out there. I'm trying to think, Jean and Joyce and who else? Beth. You're going to love this. I love the look of this catalog cover. It's just clean, it's simple, it's elegant, and it's bright and cheerful as well. And then, of course, starting January 5th, through the end of February, we will have our annual celebration, the largest promotion of the year, where you can earn free products when you shop, host, or join. And by the way, I'm really, really, really looking forward to hosting some Stampin' Up! Parties and private classes. Gail, you're a purple lover too. Wonderful. You're in good company, I'm sure. I would love to put you on my list to host a Stampin' Up! Party or private class virtually. They're super easy to do. They are not time consuming. You invite people, I invite people, we get online for a bit, and you have the opportunity to earn some free products. And if you live local to me in the Columbus, Ohio area, or definitely in the Cincinnati area where I moved from, I'm happy to do Stampin' Up! Parties for you throughout most of Ohio as well. So please let me know, because I am scheduling those now. And no, I am not able to show you the inside of these publications until they go live. All right, till they go live, which for both of them is January 5th. So on January 5th, you can mark your calendar now. I will do a catalog walkthrough and celebration brochure walkthrough and pointing out my favorites, that sort of thing, which always seems to be a popular Facebook Live to do. And I guess that's it. So let's get started. And I'm doing my best to remember the names of the suites and products that I have. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Fancy Flora suite. I think that's the name. Look, now I'm checking. Yes, the Fancy Flora suite. This is a mega suite. It has 2 bundles. The two-tone Flora, So think of the name there, two-tone flora. You're going to do some two-step stamping. Easy. I'll give some lessons on it online. Everybody can do the two-step stamping. And because this is a photopolymer set that we can see through, it makes the two-step stamping really easy. It comes with a great die set. It's got this all over background die, I'll call it. I'm not going to take it off just yet. And then it has dies that will cut out the various stamped images. By the way, I want to give a pointer. Some of you may have heard me say this already. When you get your dies, and this would be wrapped in cellophane, you take the cellophane off, pull it out, and this is how the dies come. And I've always had kind of a hard time sticking that flap back in to close because they kind of catch on the dies. So what I like to do is reverse it so that I have my pamphlet for the dies in the back and the actual dies visible from the front of this envelope. And then I can just slip that in and it doesn't catch on anything because it's just that smooth die brochure. Okay, so that's the two-tone flora. And then we also in this suite have the Something Fancy stamp set. And look at this. Look at this. We have all these wonderful tag dies in various shapes that will cut out all of these sentiments. How cool is that, right? Everything's better. All stamp sets are better when they have a punch or a die. Don't you agree? And look at all these. Here's to beautiful beginnings and happily ever after. Nothing fancy, just love. Isn't that a great sentiment to just say, I'm thinking of you? I like this one for belated birthday cards. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. You matter to so many. Grateful for the everyday magic of you. With deepest sympathy. We always need the sympathies. May the good you do come back to you. Isn't that wonderful? Just to tell somebody, you know, you're great. Thank you for being you. I appreciate you. And then we have this gorgeous paper. Now, the one thing I didn't do ahead of time was open up my DSP packs. So I'll keep my paper snips handy. Look how pretty this is. And it's very artistic. It actually looks like paintings. I imagine that's what the design team did. They had their artists paint different floral images, etc. And then they photographed them and made paper. Isn't that, look at that too, the colors. I mean, there's just a really nice variety of colors in here that I can see using this for so many different occasions. All right, so that's the Fancy Flora 6x6 DSP. Then we have some coordinating shimmer paper, which I believe is 3 colors, but let me just pull this out and see. So it looks like 8 sheets. You know, I should just read the official colors to make sure I get this right. Does it say it on it? Fresh Freesia, Soft Succulent, and Gold. There's 6 sheets, 2 of each. So the gold, isn't that pretty? And it's a very soft shimmer. It's definitely not a glitter. It's very smooth, very little texture to it. But look at the dimension and the shimmer on that, the shine. Fresh Freesia. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Spring, does that not scream spring, right? And then the Soft Succulent, which has been a super popular color. So those 3 colors of the shimmer paper coordinate, obviously, with our Fancy Flora DSP. We have some pretty iridescent pastel gems for embellishments. 3 colors, 2 sizes. So same colors that you would basically find in the shimmer paper and the DSP. And then we have a beautiful pool party ribbon. And I just want to pull this out because I always like to be able to tell you sort of the texture and feel. I have not had the opportunity. No, I played with one new stamp set. It was a fun fold last week. But this is just a nice weight ribbon. It's not real thin and it's not real thick. I don't know what, but it's grosgrain and it has this nice sewn edge to it. But a real fine, shimmery grosgrain, I would say. So that's the Fancy Flora Suite. Next, any beach lovers out there? Beach lovers, seaside. You're going to love this if you are a beach lover. This is the By the Bay Suite. By the Bay Suite. So it starts out with this awesome bundle. And this is one of the $1 Million Achiever stamp sets, and I don't remember who the achiever is. But it's named in the catalog. I'd have to look that up. I always like to see, the different stamp sets that were inspired by these wonderful achievers, and hopefully someday I'll get to be one of those $1 Million Achievers. That's one of my big long-term goals. Anyway, Seaside Spray. It is a rubber stamp set, and you can see why, because of all the detail in here. And isn't this fun, the clam with the pearl in it? And then it has an awesome coordinating die set. Notice on this, there are actually score lines. So this shell, you die cut, and it gives some texture to it, but then you can also fold it up and either stamp a little pearl and put one in there, or perhaps you would like to use the flat adhesive-backed pearls. Aren't those awesome? Love them. And then another embellishment to go with that would be the balmy blue and white ribbon. And this is sort of kind of has an ombre look to it, going from white to true balmy blue. Very thin, very soft. Would make a nice bow. And then, of course, we have some wonderful By the Bay 6x6 DSP. So let's take a look at this. Now in here, you can see some of that pearlized effect on this sheet. You see that pretty good? Shiny. Okay, you're gonna see some of that throughout, as well as some metallic golds. Look at that, with that pearlized effect. Gorgeous. There's some of that metallic gold. Look at those fish, school of fish. The crabs, the shells, the pearls, the seagulls, the birds. Look at that. Gorgeous. Just kind of like a seascape, I would say. Look at this with the swirls. Has a little shimmer to it. Just stunning, really stunning paper. So that is the By the Bay Suite. Tuck this in here. I don't know what's my favorite part of this. I mean, obviously the bundle, the stamp set is the focal point, but is it the DSP or is it the flat-backed, adhesive-backed pearls? I'm not sure. Both of those I love. All right, my next suite is called and I have to take a peek, Delicate Desert. Delicate Desert. All right, all of this, Delicate Desert. So the Desert Details stamp set and coordinating die set Notice that some of the dies coordinate with the stamped images, but then there are others to enhance. We've got these two that are frames. We've got this fun, what would you call this? Desert Southwest shape. And then we've got one, I guess this could be used for fire, but I would think of it as like greenery, that sort of thing. We have a gorgeous pale papaya ribbon. Let me see if I can open this. So probably what, 1/2 inch, 5/8 inch wide. Does it say on here? 1/2 inch wide, but just a soft velvet ribbon. Okay, might be a little tricky doing bows for cards and things, but certainly would make like a nice layer on a card or scrapbook page, collage, something along that line. We have these gold faceted adhesive back sequins, and you can see there are tiny circles, medium circles, and then there's one that's more of a teardrop shape. And then we have 2 paper packs. Oh, come on. So this one is called Delicate Desert, same name as the suite. And the colors in it are Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Gray Granite, Pale Papaya, Petal Pink, and Soft Succulent. So really like shades of coral, I would say. So let's take a look at this. There's that soft succulent. So I really have to give this one some thought. I'm not sure how I'll be using this, but look at that. Do you see a desert landscape there? That's what I see. Oh, Tony, thank you. Susan Morton is the person who helped design the Seaside Bay stamp set or bundle. And then we also have a specialty pack of paper. And this one is called Dry Brushed Metallic Specialty DSP. And it has Cajun Craze, Petal Pink, and Soft Succulent. And of course, you can see the metallic elements of it. Okay. This is Soft Succulent, but I also see some blue in there. Okay. Like I see the Soft Succulent, but I see that blue behind it. We've got golds, we've got the corals, the Cajun Craze, really pretty. I'm curious to see what people will do with that. Oops. Sorry, I'm turning my chair from left to right and back, and I just banged the desktop. Now, all of those are in the January to April mini catalog, okay? So those 3 suites I showed you, the Fancy Flora, the By the Bay, and the, what was the last one? Delicate Desert. Those are all part of suites that are in the January to April mini catalog. So that one with the bright purple cover. I also have these stamp sets from that mini catalog as well. Kind and Sincere. You can do some mixing and matching of words and phrases. So I really like that. And just, I don't know, I guess it just inspires different ways to say common themes. So I love that. Hand-drawn dots. This could be fun. I first looked at this and I thought, What would I do with this? But I can see using it as a background, tone on tone. So say pool party on pool party ink on pool party cardstock. You could do a lighter shade of tone on tone by stamping with Versamark onto your cardstock. You can color with different colors with daubers, blending brushes, things like that. So I think it can be a lot of fun. I'm curious to see what people do with it. By the way, since I mentioned blending brushes, you know, right now we have just one size of blending brush, right? I'm throwing out a hint here. You might see another size. And you might see a way for us to store our blending brushes. So I'm excited about that. Also, the decorative borders. We were given this at Onstage, so that was fun. Actually, this one too. Both of these were given to us at Onstage, and I'm looking around for the other Onstage one. It's the one I used for the Fun Fold Facebook Live last Friday, or 2 Fridays ago. But look at this. I'm thinking you could make note cards with this, sympathy, birthdays, thinking of you, get well, anniversary, wedding, you name it, you could do it, any colors. And a great way for us to use some of our coloring tools, like the Stampin' Blends or perhaps the watercolor pencils. I'm picturing that right now, the watercolor pencils. But I just love the detail in the decorative border stamp set. We do have a standalone set of alphabet dies. What are these called? Alphabet a la mode dies. We're getting fancy. Alphabet a la mode. Okay. And this, I would picture using these. I'm getting out of the frame here a little bit, aren't I? Sorry. If I were going to use these, I would suggest that you put some cardstock or paper that you're planning to die cut and put it on an adhesive sheet and then do the die cutting so that the letters already have the adhesive backing on them. So you're kind of like when you use the adhesive sheet, you're basically making stickers, right? And that would be a lot easier to apply them to your cards and scrapbook pages, your home decor, all of that. And then we have, I'm super excited about this. We don't have very many of the bundles with the hybrid embossing folders. Remember, hybrid embossing folder means you get the embossing folder and you get dies to go with it. And you can, in one step, you can die cut and emboss at the same time when you've got the hybrid embossing folder. So it all coordinates with the sweet citrus. You can do lemons, limes, grapefruits. You might even do coconuts. I see a coconut when I look at this particular stamp. But lots of fun to mix and match, and the hybrid embossing folder with the coordinating die gives us a lot of nice options. And then the 3 twine combo pack. This was, I think it was Prize Patrol. And it looks like, yes, Coastal Cabana, Pumpkin Pie, and Garden Green. Coastal Cabana, Pumpkin Pie, and Garden Green. So it's nice to have some different twines in various colors. Just makes things more versatile, gives us more choices. Okay, so right now, everything that you saw was from the January to April mini catalog. Now I'm going to show you some things that are offerings in the Sale-A-Bration brochure. And Sale-A-Bration, along with that mini catalog, will start January 5th, and Sale-A-Bration will last through the end of February. Okay? And again, Sale-A-Bration is our biggest promotion of the year. we have opportunities for you to get exclusive products free when you shop, host, or join. And wait till you see the joining offer. Oh, I'm so excited about it. So excited. And by the way, did you know that all Stampin' Up! Demonstrators can participate in pre-order starting December 1st? So that means we have a month early that we can buy these new products. And Stampin' Up! Allows us to earn Sale-A-Bration products at the same time. So great deal for us. And they're even letting us do a purchase of the special exclusive product for the joining offer. So I'm excited about that. Wait till you see it. Okay. Adorable owls. Cute, huh? Adorable owls. Oh, here's the other one I got from On Stage. Beautifully Happy. You can see a demonstration using this. It's two-step stamping. And that demonstration would be from about 10 days ago, a week ago, last Friday. You can find it on, actually it's already posted to my YouTube channel and my blog, stampinpiece.com, or you can look up the video right here on Stampin' Piece with Mary Knabe. Another one is sending support. Everybody needs some extra support, right? Extra support, love from family and friends. This is a great stamp set for that. I wanted to quickly look this up. So, and again, I wish I could show you the brochure. Okay, so Adorable Owls, you can get free with a $50 order. And then Sending Support, you can also get free with a $50 order. And then the Beautifully Happy two-step stamping set, you can get free with a $100 order. And trust me, it is worth it. Okay? And then, oh, which is this one? In the Country. This one you can get free with a $50 order as well. Now this would be great to just make, do black ink on white cardstock or black ink or on vanilla. But you could also color with the watercolor pencils, the Stampin' Blends, ink pads and blender pens even. You could use soft pastels, just adding bits of color. And you could even just fill in some color with our small blending brushes. All right, so first I saw this and I thought, not sure how I would use it. But the more I gave it some thought, I have visions in my head of how I can use this. And of course, once Sale-A-Bration starts, I'll be focusing a lot on these as well as the other products that you can get for free in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. Please note that what I'm showing you today is just a little bit. It is not all. Now this you can get, make sure I have the right one, Dandy Designs DSP package of 48 12x12 sheets. You can get this with a $100 purchase. Now think about this. This is like a $30 value, okay? This is a $30 value. You can only get it by spending $100 and getting it free as your free choice. But think about that. You'd be getting $130 of product just by purchasing $100 in other products. So really fun, super versatile. There's bright colors, there's soft colors. It's one of those that I would say there's something in it for everybody. And it's something that you would use throughout spring, summer, maybe even beyond. Like I can picture this with Christmas cards, right? It just is how you combine. Oh, that one too. It would just be how you combine, but definitely for spring and summer, bright birthday cards, cards for kids. I can picture so many great things to make with this. Love it. But this and the Beautifully Happy would be available free with a $100 order. And then what else do I have for you? Okay, so another option free with a $50 purchase is this beautiful, 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 did I say beautiful? Paper. I love this. Dainty Flowers. It includes colors Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Fresh Frieza, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Rich Raspberry, Starry Sky. All favorite colors. Look at this. And they're actually, it's painted, you know, it's like watercolor, but it's so realistic. Look at that sheet. This is one of those that has the top and bottom. Great for quick and easy cards, great for scrapbook layouts. Look at this one. You can cut these and just use those different segments on your cards and scrapbook pages. Even this one, just the various shades of green. Love it. Look how well these two coordinate. Look how using that print with this really brings out that starry sky, that blue color. So great for mixing and matching. Beautiful designs and beautiful colors. And best of all, in addition to being able to get it free with a $50 order, it coordinates with a bundle, a brand new bundle in the mini catalog. Dainty Delight. So you could purchase this stamp set or this bundle and choose this as your free item. You've got all the makings of beautiful cards, beautiful scrapbook pages, beautiful projects, right? So that's one of my top favorites. You will see a class with this. I promise you that. I've got so much going on. I'm ready to start designing my classes for the winter with all these new products, but I have gifts to purchase and wrap and cards to get out. And what else do I have going on? I'm doing a virtual event for my team on Monday evening. Gifts for my team will be going out. I've got a lot to do in this next month. But one way or another, I will find time to start designing my classes and projects. Now this is another, any farm lovers out there? My mom was raised on a dairy farm. So we grew up in the suburbs of a suburb of Cleveland. So we were kind of the city kids of the family, but we got to spend a lot of time at our grandparents' farms, various farms of our aunts and uncles, and with our cousins. That was one of our favorite places to go, and we just called it the farm. It didn't matter whose house or farm you were going to, we were going to the farm, because they all kind of lived within the same, say 30, 45 minute radius. So that was a fun family thing for us to do, get in the station wagon and drive to the farm to see our cousins and grandparents and aunts and uncles, and see how mom grew up. But anyways, this is the Day at the Farm DSP. It is also available free with a $50 purchase. And I just want to show you these. And even if you're not into the farming, there's some great patterns in here and great colors that you could do other things with them. Like, look at that. Tell me that wouldn't be great on a card. This would be great for a card for somebody that loves to do their own vegetable garden, or somebody that likes to do their own canning and freezing, and decorate jars or give them cards or a set of note cards made with this. So again, don't let, and this is how, look how pretty that is, the balmy blue with the white flowers. So even on the back side, so just because you may not be into farming doesn't mean you should overlook this DSP, especially when there's the opportunity to get it for free, right? A $12 value for free. But if you do love it, then you've got to think about purchasing the On the Farm bundle, because this free DSP coordinates directly with this bundle. And look at all this. You know what? Okay, you with me? Seem to have paused for a moment. I think we're back now. But what I was saying is the images are sort of between being realistic and being cartoony. And I like that. They lean more towards the realistic side. So I think I can appreciate that. A lot of times the animals that we see are often like the owls, for example, or in the past we've had the donkeys and frogs and whatever. A lot of times they tend to be a little more cartoony, but this tends to be a little more realistic. But can't you picture, I mean, this would, you know what this would be fun to do, is to do all these things and put them on, put little magnets behind them, and then make a magnet board where a child could play and manipulate these. Kind of like when we used to have like what were those things called? Now I'm showing my age. I'm almost 58. You would peel them off. They were like stickers, but then they would cling to the sheet, or the little magnet sets where you could manipulate the different scenes and be sort of imaginative. I can picture that kind of thing happening with these. So, and I have a feeling that this bundle and this DSP is going to be more popular than some may think. We have a lot of stampers all over, color forms, yes. We have a lot of stampers all over the United States. And some of my demonstrator friends are farmers and live that life 100%. And I so admire those people, just knowing, having some background as to what farmers go through when they're doing it for a living. So I think this is going to be much more popular than some people may expect. Okay, so that's it for me. Are there any questions? And again, what I've shown you, both from the Sale-A-Bration brochure or Sale-A-Bration offerings and the mini catalog offerings, are just a little bit of what's going to be available starting January 5th. A reminder that if you have purchased or placed a Stampin' Up order, placed a Stampin' Up order from me in the last 6 months, you are automatically on my list to receive these 2 publications from me. Please note that demonstrators cannot order their catalogs until December 1st. And we cannot expedite shipping when we purchase our publications. So, and then once I get them, it takes time to package and do all the labeling, that sort of thing. So just because demonstrators can do pre-order on December 1st does not mean I will be sending these out on December 1st, okay? At the very latest, I'm hoping December 14th, if not sooner. I'm really hoping for sooner. So that's just another thing on my list. If you have not purchased from me in the last 6 months, no worries. I can still send you a complimentary catalog. I'm happy to do that, but I do need you to message me and let me know that you would like one, okay? And I do it this way just because I have found in the past that maybe I don't want to be spending money on catalogs and shipping them to people who aren't interested. Or some of those people on my list have become demonstrators. Jenny Graber, who's watching, is now on my team. So she will get her own complimentary catalogs from the company, and she'll be able to do her ordering December 1st. So that's why I do it that way. If you are not working with a demonstrator at all, I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And the first thing I will do to earn your business is send you a complimentary copy of each of these. Just message me, email me, text, whatever, and provide your full name and your mailing address, and I will get them out to you along when I send the others. Okay? All right, everybody. And yes, Jenny Graber, this is going to be your first pre-order period. So that's kind of exciting, right? All right. And I hope to add many more of you to my Merry Stampers team. We're definitely a group that supports one another. We may not see each other in person a lot, but we do our best to communicate and share and be a support and inspiration to each other. So, and I will say the majority of people on my team are hobby demonstrators, meaning they are on it to enjoy the discount and they're not working it as a business like I am. And that is okay. I welcome everybody. Alrighty. Okay. It's 4:00 and I have a meeting at 4:30. So, and yes, Jalen, you're on my team. So you'll also be taking part in the pre-order, I'm sure. Okay, and Jalen, I will see you Thursday evening. All right, everybody. Now I'm going to get ready for my 4:30 meeting, and my 7:00 meeting, and my 7:30 meeting. It's a crazy day, but it's okay. I will see you tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. with a creative project. Okay, so tomorrow will actually be a demonstration of a creative project. So hope to see you then, 8 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. Bye-bye, everybody.